Well folks, here we are. The much vaunted Rome Total War 2. I wanted to get something out there pretty quickly. It took me a while to install it. Got it in the post about 2 hours ago. Various filling about, codes down on the mobile and stuff. So anyway, I thought you might like to see it.
They must be punished!
Well, like you, that's the first time I've seen that. Literally just turned it on. I've no idea what I'm doing. Mind you, I spent an hour out in the garden on a beautiful sunny day today just reading the manual. I even read it from the beginning, even though about 5 pages in it says experienced Total War players start here. I read the whole thing. Interesting stuff. Anyway, I don't know what these are actually. I should do because I just check them all out. Custom battle, historical battle. It recommends some campaign that I should do first. Can't see it on there. Total War Encyclopedia. I can get that on an F1. I remember that from the booklet. Start prologue. Maybe that's the one. Where it says you can learn something. I don't know. Prologue? New campaign. Not sure. Shall I look at the prologue? See what it does. The Siege of Capua. The war with Samnium continues into another year. 3 weeks have passed since a consular army marched from Rome, passing the outpost that I, Gaius, who's that? Fulvius, Silanus command. Grave news has been received from the front, for his army has met with heavy defeat. Consul Rutulus is taken hostage, and Consul Leonas has retreated to Capua, which now faces a Samnite siege. An urgent call to respond to Leonas's plight has been sounded. The key feature of Rome Total War that I gleaned from the booklet is that diplomacy is improved, but also that navies can be used in land battles. Now I know we saw that in Samurai Total War, but I get the impression it might be a little bit more exciting in this one. I'm hoping we might see amphibious landings. In other words, the troops actually landing in the sea from the ships and invading. Now I don't know, and the booklet didn't make that very clear, but it's a possibility, isn't it? Everything that the Total War team do improves, so we're going to see, and of course we may well see Empire Total War 2 coming out next. I really don't know, but Empire Total War is by far my favourite. I shouldn't spoil things, by saying that on this, should I? But what's that? Press any key to continue? Can I press that? Yes, I can press that. Good. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what graphics setting these are on. I just chose one. Hang on, am I going to get some sound here?
The beaten army of Consul Linus lies under siege in Capua.
It's going to say more.
I, Gaius Fulvius Silanus, have hurried south with my meager command to aid the consul.
So, an army's under siege. I've come to relieve the siege, I think.
Further reinforcements are expected from Rome. The city has been sighted. It is surrounded by the Samnites, a people native to the mountains of central Italy.
Impressive, they're bombarding the city. Just reminded me of another feature then, but I won't speak just in case.
The Samnites are sworn enemies of Rome. Capua is in sight. Report.
Okay, one of the first things I have to do is get rid of these agents, these help screens. There are various things that I remember from the booklet, and one of them is that I can now zoom straight out into kind of block formation mode, you know, sort of like a tactical diagrammatical form or something. But device on these, right, press F1 to continue whilst playing. Right, let's just get rid of that, see what happens. It looks like
Tribute
things
Silanus. The Samnite army are massed on the hills around Capua. They are preparing an attack. See for yourself.
Right, so these are my men, presumably. Can I choose? Nope, I can do nothing. This is just a little pretend game, isn't it? Inspect the 4 points of interest on the battlefield. Oh, this is going to be dull, isn't it? Look at this. How do I inspect these then? Does it want me to double click to them? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's one.
The consul and his remaining forces have garrisoned the city. Linus means to stop any assault at the river, but he's vastly outnumbered. I fear he will be overwhelmed.
Impressive looking figures, aren't they? You know, so I like it. Okay, how do I get out of that? Oh, no, I get a chance to choose another one, do I? Right, let's choose this one. Said there were 4 points of interest, didn't it? I can't see anything there. What about this one?
The Samnites prepare their attack on the hillside. The numbers are too strong for us to consider an engagement. I have enough men to defend a grain store, not assault an army.
I don't know what he said then. I have enough men to defend what, myself or something? Oh, I have enough men to defend a grain store, not assault an army. Right, okay. Now, where's my cursor gone? Right, there it is. So I can look over there. That's my third point of interest. Some woods, it seems. It's not going to tell me anything about them. Very impressive terrain though, isn't it? I like that, that's very nice. Right, okay, it seems to be over here then. Maybe I've missed my point. Are these crossing points it wants to show me? Ah.
The Samnite siege engines fire on the city, weakening the will of the men within. If we can get to them, we can halt the bombardment, but they are well guarded.
Ah, so that's my task, isn't it, by the look of it? Yep. Okay, and looking around here. Whoops, hang on. There's another one over there. Why won't it show me this one? Maybe it's because I've already looked at it, is it? So, is it going to allow me see all 4 all the time, or what? I'm not too sure, but let's go and have a look at this one and see if this does it. No, it's the same thing. Okay, where are my other ones? Maybe it's this I need to click off, is it? Right, okay. Have I looked at all 4? Ah. One more over here that I seem to be struggling to see. This is obviously some crossing point. Maybe this is where I can get into the city, or is it just telling me that the bridge...
The river crossings here have been destroyed by the defenders. May the gods be with them should the enemy attack.
Okay. Right, oh, I think that's it.
Tribute Silanus. The men are reporting sounds of a skirmish ahead of our position.
Some Romans in this village have been confronted by Samnites. They're outnumbered, but our troops can tip the balance. Move out!
Okay, so I need to take out the enemy artillery, if that's what you call it. Catapults, missile weapons, bombards, whatever they are. But it's telling me that in the meantime, I really need to be taking these out. These are friends, are they? What are these? Italian swordsmen. Right, okay, I've got it. Okay, if I click there, will they all move? Yeah, they all move in a fairly decent order. Right, okay, the only thing is, there seems to be something on this hill up here, doesn't there? And we're exposed here as well. I don't know what these are. Are these some kind of horse?
Our spotter suggests there are but 5 enemy units around the village. Look for their blue banners.
Ah, the thing I was going to mention was the units can only see what's in their own line of sight, supposedly. So anything over hills or in woods and things will be concealed, even though perhaps I can see them. They'll be concealed from my troops. So, or I can conceal mine from theirs, of course. But what is this? Can I look at this? Am I supposed to? Or I don't know. I don't like these set battle type things. I like the full campaign thing, really. I don't know why it's... Does he want me to look at that? Right, okay, I think I'm ready. He's really outnumbered my boys there, isn't he? I know these Italian swordsmen. Yes, they are. Against Italian spearmen and Italian spearmen. Where are my boys again? Let's go and double click to them using the usual techniques I've had in the past. Now something ran round my flank, didn't it? Ah, there they are.
Missile fire! Double time!
It's those over there that are throwing fire into my flanks, isn't it? What are they? I don't even know what type of troops I've got here. Have I got any horse? I haven't, have I? Can I throw anything at those? I don't think I can. But I'm going to have to dispatch somebody that way.
Soldiers attack!
Can I... Is there any melee weapons? Okay, it's all a bit of a mess, isn't it? I'm going to need to think about these and sort out what I'm going to do in the future. Find out how I can use different weapons. Familiarise myself. It doesn't seem to tell me what these are. Oh, I think it does. Create group, create things. What's that? Halt. Double whatever. Can they fire? Defensive. Rapid advance. What are my boys doing now? Are they getting slaughtered now? See, if they're firing, well, if they're throwing javelins, they shouldn't be doing me too much damage. Okay, let's go and have a look, see what they've got. Okay, and then I'm going to come out of here and we're going to have a look at the campaign map, because what I want to do really is make a decision on which army I should be using. Oh, crikey. This is all a bit jaggedy, to be honest with you. Maybe I should be using the keys. Or maybe it's just this game, I don't know, this particular battle, I'm not too sure, but it's not scrolling very easily at the moment. Now that usually means I'm better off using keys. Okay, anyway, I'm going to need to have a fiddle with this, but for now, let's get out of here, if I can. Quit Windows? No, I don't think so. Concede defeat, have I got to do that? Options. Graphics, sound, controls, battle interface, brighten game settings. No, I'm going to have to concede defeat, I'm afraid. Sorry, folks. First thing I've even looked at in this, quit now, you'll lose all unsaved progress. Well, okay, am I bothered? Right, rematch, exit to main menu, that's what I really want, isn't it? Okay, impressive scenery, isn't it? Might need to reduce the graphics a bit to get things to move around a bit more freely. Press any key to continue. What's this? Killed, deployed. Yeah, okay, no, I'm not bothered looking at that at all. Right, chapter select. Okay, there's different ones. Start prologue. I don't want to start prologue. I want to return to home screen. Right, okay. How do I... Right, campaigns. New campaign. Right, let's see what we've got the choice of. I got some extra benefit to this game because of... I pre-ordered it or something. So that should give me a new faction. So, House of Cornelia, House of Julia, and House of Junior. So I've only got 3 in this one. Cultures, so I've got Rome, Carthage, Eastern Empires, Britannic tribes, Gaelic tribes, successor kingdoms, Germanic tribes, Greek states. I'm not sure if I can play as any of these, but maybe I can. Shall we have a look at Germanic tribes? Warrior Society, +1 public order for every... I'll tell you what I'll do. I think I can choose these. Subai, I don't know what that means. Factions, Subai. Pagan gods, pagan ways. It looks like I can start as them now, doesn't it? Okay, so that's the Gallic ones. These are Germanic. You can see all the details of those on there. These are Greek states. These are the factions I get to choose, presumably, as Greek states. Gallic, did I choose those first? I think I did. Did I do successor kingdoms? Right, Macedon. Right, okay. Britannic tribes. Haha, maybe I should have those actually. Do for Britain, of course. Mind you, it's all Londinian by the look of it. Down Camelodon. Camelodon. Oh, I thought it was Camelodon, but Camelodon. Iceni I get to choose. Eastern Empires. Okay, I get to choose those. And these are the factions. I think I can choose these empires. And of course Rome, and I get to choose one of these factions. Let's see what happens if I choose, say, a Greek one, and I choose a classic Sparta. Let's see if it gives me that nation and I can fight as those. Anyway, you know what I'm driving at on this one, don't you? I'm going to start playing this perhaps tomorrow, perhaps the day after. I'm wondering about ideas. Oh, hang on, it's down here. Right, so what did I choose? I chose Sparta, yeah? Start campaign, let's see what happens. Right, now just have a brief look at this, see how it's going. What else can I tell you about the general sort of setup of the game? The generals and various other agents have different types of qualities in this now. An interesting one I thought was the battle one, where the man next to you, if he gets killed or whatever, then your man who stood next to him will feel, you know, sort of will flinch or he'll be affected anyway by what's happening to the man next to him. So I thought that was quite good. Also, you raise armies in the field. You don't sort of recruit in towns over a period of time. And that leads me to my other thing that I discovered in the booklet, which is that they're now in provinces rather than just regions. I specify the just, or I stress the just, because you still have regions, but there are about, I'm not sure it's the same for all of them, but they certainly said 4 in the booklet, 4 regions as part of a province. So in order to control a province, you need all 4 of those regions. I think one of them is a province region, so you control it, but you know, other bits are taken away from you. In other words, your income is dependent upon how many of those regions that you've actually got in there. So, right, okay, what have we got? Well, mutual fear, men think twice before they make aggression upon one another. Hermocrates, general. It seems to be implying, by the way, in the booklet, that diplomacy is equal in some ways to battles. In other words, you can choose an alternative now. you don't need to go to battle. Plus, the other thing is the regions don't have a fortress. It's only the provincial state that has a fortress. So all the money comes through the province, if you like, where it's eaten away when regions go, and you can gain control of the province by taking its regions, but I think they can still have troops in the main capital, and you need to take that as well, really. But
The people of Epirus are fools. Having utterly failed to conquer Rome, they crawl back and presume to conquer Greece. To try is not to win. They will know this when you meet them in battle. Macedon may join you, but they are no better in the end. Alexander's conquests have left them with delusions of grandeur. They will be checked, as will every other aggressor. You may fare better working with Athens and other true Greek states, but history has often taught otherwise. Ultimately, trust only in Sparta, and you will prevail.
well, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Don't rely on your allies. What's this? Ascent, bold undertakings, humble beginnings, objective, completely controlled 2 provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. Well, only 2 provinces, well that's 8 regions from what I understand. So I don't know how these provinces sort of show themselves, but let's go out and in and see what happens. Right, okay. This looks like it might be an army. Well, if it is, it's not showing. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, can we have a look at
As
this
the
place?
main administrative centre in a region, the settlement contains both trade and military buildings. Settlements are the main consumer of food supplies in a province, so it is vitally important to keep food production buildings upgraded to avoid shortages.
Here comes the tech trees. You see, so there's a tech tree for each place, which leads me to another thing I read in the booklet, and that's that armies gain experience and skills rather than whole military systems. So in other words, you don't just research, say, the bayonet, obviously not the bayonet in this, but you know what I'm saying, and then everybody gets the bayonet. It's an army that evolves and passes those skills down, even when the original veterans have all died. So what's this? This presumably is the enemy. Is it? Oh no, I think it's... well, you can tell I obviously don't know what I'm doing at the moment anyway, so I haven't got my little map at the bottom. Well, I have, but it doesn't seem to be showing me anything, does it? I don't quite know what's going on there. Oh yeah, hang on, here it is. But I don't think it's actually showing me... It isn't, is it? It's not showing me the... It's not showing me what's here. Anyway, as I said, I need to sort of find out what's going on. Oh, it's over here. Damn. So over this side here, the right. So this shows the whole map, and in here we can see our area that we can see, all the areas that we can see, presumably. I might be able to move around these as well. Provinces, forces. So I'm going to need to look at all this and have a good check around. Anyway, this will be up sometime, I hope by tonight. It's Tuesday, what are we on now? 3rd of September, something like that. No, yeah, 3rd of September, the game arrived today. So Tuesday, the 3rd of September 2013. If anybody has an idea within the next 24 hours, give me a shout, and I'll be able to do it. I'll consider it anyway, which is the best place to go for. But you've got an overall idea of what the overall map is. You can see all the different factions within each different nation, dare I call it. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let me know, folks. But it looks interesting. Not really my period. I'm really looking for Empire Total War 2 to come out so I can see musket balls flying through the air again. But we'll give it a go and see how exciting it is. Anyway, please do let me know what you think. See you soon, folks.